Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to a bonus episode for Final Fantasy VI. I spent a little bit of time grinding up every single character to level 18. Level 18, what am I talking about? Level 99. Where did 18 come from? I have no idea. Anyway. So, if we change party members, yeah, level 99. I did goof up. It's... You need to give people the Crusader and Bahamut Espers for fairly specific levels in order to get them maxed out on MP and HP. And of course, if you have one of the items that is artificially increasing them, it makes it harder to realize whether they've hit the number. So, Ellie and Laftel didn't quite make it there. I was actually trying for them. And then I kind of decided, you know, what's the point for MP? I've got... there's, like... So... It doesn't matter that much. I did try to get 9,999 hit points for everyone, and I pretty much did, with two exceptions. Tribane and Cast Iron Dude. This is essentially what other characters would be like without the Bahamut and Crusader Espers. Which, you know, if you think about it, really goes to show you how little difference those make overall. Because they can't equip any Espers and 973 MP and 9,784 hit points, 9,808 hit points, and 961 MP. That's negligible. I mean, the only reason to do it is to see all the nines, kind of thing. So, let's go ahead and take a look at all of the characters, and we'll take a look at the stats that I got for them. No one has anything equipped right now, so this is natural stats. 43 Vigor, 34 Speed, 32 Stamina, and 128 Magic Power for Ellie. I got Shadow up to 103 Vigor, 40 Speed, 33 Stamina, 91 Magic Power. Laftel is at 128 Vigor, 40 Speed, 37 Stamina, and 48 Magic Power. Vigor over 128 doesn't matter. Speed, Stamina, and Magic Power over 128 does continue to, wait. No, actually, I think Speed and Stamina also don't do anything more over 128. Magic Power does, but there's something that I will show on that in a moment. Eagle Claw is at 124 Vigor, 28 Speed, 69 Stamina, and 25 Magic Power, mainly just because I couldn't get the magic ones on him while I was leveling him, and I was like, what else do I give him? I guess Stamina boosting. And he had something equipped to increase Vigor, so I didn't realize that he wasn't quite maxed out there. But that is those four. Come over here. Move the next four into the party. Ald has 128 Vigor, 30 Speed, 42 Stamina, 50 Magic Power. Zappa has 87 Vigor, 37 Speed, 41 Stamina, and 108 Magic Power. Ashley has 54 Vigor, 34 Speed, 32 Stamina, and 128 Magic Power. And Lau has 28 Vigor, 25 Speed, 42 Stamina, and 114 Magic Power. And I'll show off what a lot of that magic does for us shortly. And next up, Nancy, 26 Vigor, 35 Speed, 56 Stamina, 116 Magic Power. Kyolux, 42 Vigor, 32 Speed, 80 Stamina, 100 Magic Power. Kijikun, 128 Vigor, 36 Speed, 32 Stamina, 52 Magic Power. And Solaron, 86 Vigor, 38 Speed, 41 Stamina, and 122 Magic Power. Oh, also I have 5 million GP. You know, just a casual 5 million. And lastly, we have the two characters whose stats are not modifiable by espers. Also note when you go in and unequip everyone, that does not affect Cast Iron. Which kind of surprises me. I mean, obviously, you can't unequip his Bone Club and Snow Muffler, but you also, it doesn't unequip his relics. So if you've given him other relics that other people can use, they will just be stuck on him until you pop him in the party and remove them. So let me go ahead and remove those two. So Tribane has 25 Vigor, 30 Speed, 20 Stamina, 26 Magic Power. You can't increase those at all. Cast Iron has 57 Vigor, 33 Speed, 46 Stamina, and 37 Magic Power. So he has pretty good stats, considering the inability to increase them. And then if you equip him with his relics, his Vigor goes up to 62 with the Rage Ring, and his Magic Power goes up to 42 with the Blizzard Orb. So that's that is those characters. Next up, I want to show off a little thing that happens when magic gets a little bit too high. Let's go ahead and equip all of your stuff. However, I would like the Minerva, and so go with the Oath Veil. That should be fine. You get the Minerva. And I would actually like you to have the Aegis Shield. Give you the Circlet. And I'll give you the Aegis Shield as well. So one of the reasons why I didn't get her natural magic power up to 128 is because I equipped her with the Cat Hood specifically so that it would stop at 128. And the Behemoth Suit and the Rainbow Brush. So that is these characters equipped that way. Relic-wise, I have a few economizers. Just a few. I got 4. I got pretty lucky there. Let's actually go with not the fake mustache for now. Actually, the ribbons would be good. Where are you, ribbon? There you are. Also, I didn't double check it, but basically at this point, Shadow can throw Mithril Knives and Dirks for 9,999 damage. It's pretty ridiculous. He can certainly throw Imp Halberds for 9,999 damage. I got 99 of those. And he can throw Shurikens for 9,999 damage. It is It is really ridiculous. It's like getting up this high and boosting up your stats. There's no point at all in actually using anything other than crappy cheap items, just because you do so much damage. And there's no breaking the damage limit. Alright, so let's go see if we can encounter one of the hardest natural enemies in the game. And that is not the Tyrannosaurs. Oh no, pincer attack. Alright, so if I Ultima with Ellie here... Okay, it's not doing what I wanted it to do. I need to double check her stats. Or her equipment. Okay, not a problem. Have a circlet. That should do it. Alright. Come on, monsters. Try to eat my face. Come on, eat my face. Go ahead and clean sweep, see how that does. Yeah, 1,419. There is a point at which, specifically with Ultima, the formula for Ultima, because it is, I believe, essentially the most powerful spell in the game. There might be a few that are a little bit more powerful, but the damage rolls over, the calculation rolls over, and you start doing no damage. It's kind of ridiculous. Now, at that point, it's pretty easy, so that does pretty good damage. At that point, you just switch over to Meteor, and you're fine. Which is certainly a little bit faster to cast. So that's one of the dangers that you get into on getting magic that high. And to be perfectly honest, I mean, we were doing 9,999. Let's see about putting on the Mystery Veil. See if that gets it even lower damage. Oh, also, because I don't think I've shown off all of the Espers. Go ahead and do that. Start showing some of them off. Ultima. Kieran. And Ramu. Yeah, 949. I'll see if I can get it a little bit lower. So that's Siren. There's Kieran. I don't think it does anything there, right there. Pretty good damage, but still not, like, hitting the limit, 9,999. Whoops. Killed Lao. So you definitely want to make sure that you have things set up to heal people when you're using that. But on the other hand, you're doing 9,999 damage to the enemy and either nothing or healing all of your people when if you're planning to do that. So let's actually get him equipped with Flame Shield. Okay, and let's see. Can I get this a little bit lower? I want 141, perhaps? There we go, Tiara. I'm curious what the rollover point is on that. I did not do any checking. Oh, I should also... So do Stray, Ifrit, Shiva... Damage will vary a bit because our characters do have different magic stats. Oh no, a pincer attack. Oh no, how terrible. No. One thing to keep in mind, I mean, we have pretty high defense, but there's a big difference between 254 and 255. When you hit 255, you take no damage. I mean, well, you take 1 point of damage. On again. There we go. So yeah, I mean, yeah, but you get it so late that there's no real point, to be honest. You did not get Stray off. Unicorn, Maduin, Cat Rain. Yeah, it missed. Not unexpectedly. Chaos Wing. So it should do pretty decent damage, but not like 9,999. Yeah, 487. We'll see if I can get it like a little bit less. It's Mad Pony. You're gonna meteor. Let's fire and see what exactly happens. Do take a bit of damage from that, but not enough to make it matter. Ice 1 does 6,000 damage. And these enemies should be taking amongst the least, I think. Outside of enemies that are specifically, like, magic resistant. Okay, let's go with Shoat. Let's go with Phantom. Let's go with Crankor. Carbuncle. Okay, you are at 141. Can I get you down to 140? Oh, Magus Hat actually goes even higher. No, I can't. Alright. How about Mystery Veil and... Enhancer has the same amount. Nerva. I could actually get this even higher. I'm wondering how high I can get this. Magus Hat. I don't think you're gonna do anything. Shields. No. Nothing from the shields. And I don't think any of these weapons are gonna get me any higher. However, Thunderblade would get me to 140 now, so we'll try that after this. So it's just kind of fun to, like, look at how the stats work. Let's go ahead and cure everyone up. Shoot. Hold off. Let's hold off on Carbuncle. Do a Phantom. I will go ahead and Ultima now. Whole whopping 1,000. Go ahead and take you guys out now. So I think Ultima is one of the only ones that really has that effect where it's not, it's just not going to be doing that much damage. There might be a few other specials out there that it would affect that way, but just not that many. Okay. We saw all those. Let's go with Bismarck. Golem. Zone Seek. And Seraphim. However, I do want to get you down to 140. See if that's like the absolute minimum damage that I can get out of an Ultima spell. It'd be reminiscent of Final Fantasy II, wouldn't it? Let's go with Bismarck. Let's go with Zone Seek. Golem. Golem is a very good summon. 30 damage! 30 damage. So at 140 magic power, you do the absolute minimum damage with Ultima. 8,000 damage is not bad there. Zone Seek's a weird one. Oh, I didn't do Seraphim. Oh well. And that is Golem. So it showed damage, but I didn't actually take the damage. So yeah, I mean, at this point, with the magic skills scores this high, just about everything does massive amounts of damage. It's kind of ridiculous. Let's get Palador in. Fenrir. Tritok. And you can stay on Seraphim. I'll do Palador last. Palador is an interesting one. As someone said in the comments, that was the only way that, back in the day, they could take care of the Magimaster. Let's hold off on Palador. Go Seraphim. So, Fenrir is pretty good. Gives you image on everyone. It's about the only way you can get image on other people. There you go, there's Seraphim. But even that, I mean, that's just not that much, healing. Missed me. And then we get jumps. Without a spear, she just did 9,000 damage from a jump. Like, just... I didn't even put any strength into her. That's with 33 vigor. That's just the levels. It's crazy. But yeah, so Palador takes everyone up into the air, which is pretty nice. Let's get Starlet. I don't even remember what Starlet looks like. Alexander. And Phoenix. I should probably float people now, because otherwise this will hurt. There we go. More Tyrannosaur pincer attacks. Yeah, I'll go with Terato. Let's hold off on Alexander so we can see what other people do. Phoenix. So only 6,000 damage. Starlet. And Alexander. There's Rebirth, which, wow, we actually blocked it? So it does, basically it does raise on everyone with, bringing them back with 25% hit points. That's decent healing. It's not great, but... There's Alexander. That should kill them both. Yep, but even that, not 9,999 damage. Which kind of surprises me. Now, that is Holy, so... or Pearl. So that would be good against Undead, and I forgot to... You know what? Screw that. Let's just... zip on out of there. I forgot to swap my Espers around. Let's go with Bahamut, Crusader, and then Raiden. I won't be showing off Odin, though. However, I'll have Nancy do something else that could be fun. Yeah, not that. Alright, let's go to items. And how much damage does a Super Ball do for you? Only 3,000. Let's hold off on Raiden, although I don't think it'll work here. Bahamut, which will probably kill it. Sunflare. Yep. Alright, Crusader is very dangerous to use. I should probably save. Just in case. Kind of shocked that we didn't get any Brachiosaurs this entire time. Why are you still on Crusader? No, Crusader. No, I was thinking Alexander. My bad. Purifier. So I don't know what these three are supposed to be, but... damage is not that much, really. I never used a Magicite at all. And it missed. So anything that's immune to death is going to be immune to that. But yeah, I mean, Crusader really wasn't that that bad. Illumina, let's get you onto the Oath Veil and Minerva. So I think 139 is the maximum that you can get magic power up and still get a decent Ultima. But, I mean, since it's 9,000, it's been 9,999 forever. It doesn't matter. It's a shame that you can't break the damage limit in this game. Let's see, there was something else that I was going to do. Right. Do Cure 3. Let's also do something else interesting. Right, your ribbon is preventing that. Let's go for the offering, just because. Alright, so turn Ashley into an imp. Swap out the Excalibur for an Imp Halberd. Battle power is up to 255 with that. Equip the tortoise shell, or tortoise shield, the titanium helmet, and Imp's armor. Oh, wow. 1 point off from maximum defense. So those items are special in that they only give you, like 0 or 1 when you're not an Imp. You know what? Let's, as long as we're here, let's try something fun. Let's use a Magicite. So this item just summons a random Esper. So I would like to see this thing attack Ashley just to see how much damage she takes with. So as I mentioned, when you're at 255, you take 1 point of damage. That's it from physical attacks. You would only take 1 point of damage. 5. So, I mean, that's really not that big of a difference, but it's also a pretty big difference. Go ahead and sketch him. And... yeah. And I got another Impalbird. Let's go ahead and get back onto that stuff. Right, I actually want you to be on the enhancer. There we go. Just to clear up everything. Okay, something else that I wanted to show off is going to be at the Veldt. So let's go ahead and make our way there. Didn't actually want to land. I need to get back onto the airship. So I can't show off every single rage, but I might show off a few. Come here. Someone come here. Alright, we'll take Ellie along. We'll take Shadow along, show off some of his funness. Kyolux. And bring Solaron along. And I should have gone in and unequipped everyone. So I tried earlier to use the offering with Solaron, and it didn't seem to work. I think I just didn't stick with it long enough. Because it does work. He will cat scratch 4 times. I don't know if he'll cat scratch 8 times if you equip him with a Genji glove. But let's go ahead and optimize. I'll get better stuff on people momentarily. That's fine. Okay. The fixed dice are still the best thing. And that's perfectly fine. Gets you to 255 defense. There's the offering. And I'm not going to do the Genji glove, but I am going to get you... not the Alice arm, but Hyper Wrist. That gets him up to 129 vigor. Let's see. Let's put on the coin toss. You can have the marble shoes. Ribbon just in case, and just memento ring is fine. Okay. So we got a Scullion, pretty tough enemy. Let's go with a GP Rain, see how that does. Not as much damage as I would like. Stray cat. Little overpowered. Little overpowered. Just a tiny bit. Now, admittedly, these enemies probably don't have as much... Well, no, they probably have around the defense of things like the Tyrannosaur. Alright, so if we throw... Let's go ahead and throw an Imp Halberd. And what else? I think I showed off the Retainer. Yeah, there's Shock. So that is a way to get Leo's ability. Hey, you got a Water Edge. I will use one of those in a moment. So an interesting thing for those who aren't aware of how the Velt works. Let me... I had a list. I need to find it again. Okay. So, basically, as you're wandering around here, there are groups of 8 enemy formations. So we've got a Dueler and a Fortis. Let's see. Alright, so right now we're in Pack 52. The next encounter that we will see is either going to be 4 commandos or 1 commando. One downside of being level 99 is that we are definitely vulnerable to a few things. The level 3 muddle. Okay, so the next thing will either be 1 commando or 4 commandos. 4 commandos. So basically, in this group, the reason why I knew it was going to be one of those two is that this is Pack 53, according to this one fact, and listing 0 is these 4 commandos, then there's empty, 1 commando, and then all the rest is empty. So you know that you're going to be encountering these at this point. And you can manipulate it, you can save your game, load up, see what you get. If you're like, if you want to get an enemy that's in Pack 50, and you've just loaded up Pack 49, and you're good. You fight that, and then see what you get, and if you don't get the thing that you want, you reset. But if you are in Pack 5, then you know you have to go through each pack in between to get to where you want. That's what I ended up doing in order to get the last things, because I've got everything now. Let's see. I don't think I did the IO. Not sure if I've shown that off. I feel like that is an incredibly powerful thing that just rolled over. Because that should have done way more damage. Like, way more damage. Like, that should do a lot of damage right there. And it is not doing a lot of damage. What is your magic? I didn't think I got you quite up to max. Yeah, you're only at 122. That's got to be more powerful than Ultima then. Did not know that. So, next up, we will encounter either an SR Behemoth, 2 Dark Forces, 2 Retainers and a Dark Force, a Hemophyte and a Retainer, an Outsider Madame, 3 movers, Steroidite, or 2 Daedalus. And anytime that you haven't encountered them, they won't be in that list. So if you hadn't encountered any of those enemies, then you wouldn't have a chance. Like, it would just skip that group and go on to the next one, which happens to be empty. The one after it happens to be empty. And there was this weird thing, like, I have a massive number of behemoth suits because you get them from the SR behemoths, and that's because until you go to Kefka's Tower, every time you're moving through the lists, you are going to get an SR behemoth, followed by an SR behemoth, followed by a white dragon. And I will show that off right here. Okay, well, two outsiders and a madame, and these are going to be pretty nasty. Although, not so bad. Let's go with a... Let's go with a... Daedalus. And I'm just going to ultimate you. It's pretty good damage there. GP Rain. Yeah, we have really good defense, though. Kind of surprised he didn't take 1 point of damage from those throws. Let me go ahead and cure everyone. Actually, let's see how much cure heals right now. Almost full. But at this point, just a cure 3 on everyone always heals to max. So, alright, so the next thing should be an SR Behemoth. And I was noticing this, like, order of enemies, but I didn't quite realize how it worked at the time. So here we go with our SR Behemoth. Let's go with a GP Rain. Let's go ahead and throw a Fire Skein. Yeah, 9,999 damage. It's pretty nice. I should probably take the offering off of him. I don't really need it. It's really only good... Yeah, there's Behemoth Suit. It's really only good with something like Cat Scratch. I mean, it's still pretty good, but go with a Hero Ring. Because I believe the Hero Ring is just a flat 25% increase on magic and fight damage. There's the White Dragon. Let's do GP Rain. What else do we have that could be interesting that we've picked up? What is it, Fortis? That just does a Fireball, though. Should be pretty good damage, though. And there is the White Dragon. And that is the last enemy in the group. That was pack 61. The previous one was 57. All these other ones are empty. So once you've encountered the White Dragon, you will encounter a White Dragon every single time you're on the Veldt if you run through an entire grouping. Now that we've encountered what's the last enemy, although there are 3 more packs, it's going to jump back to pack 1, which has super easy enemies. So we're looking at Lobo, 2 Lobos, 2 Guards, Bleary, Crawley, Lobo, Marshall, 2 Hornets and 3 Blearies, a Leafer, or 2 Leafers and a Dark Wind. So it's, you know, and then you'll progress through. And the earlier packs do have some late enemies, but they primarily have those early enemies. Alright, now there is one other thing that I wanted to show off. It is something that I had planned to do as kind of a break the game thing, and then I read about the stats. Because when I'd assumed that stats increased with level ups, I thought that the level up boosts from the Espers wasn't that big of a deal. Once I realized that no, your stats are fixed in this game, except for those level up boosts from the Espers, I realized that just a few, you know, levels with the magic boosting ones would make a huge difference on your magic, and we were seeing that. Like, my hit points were way, way, way too low for the amount of damage I was doing and stuff like that, and I was going into places much lower level than I had previously on previous playthroughs, and it was just kind of ridiculous. I mean, I loved it, but it was still kind of ridiculous. Let's go ahead and go with this grouping, just because. I really didn't need to do all members, but whatever. And really, you don't need to have the Genji helmet on him. Well, can't do Thornlet, actually. I mean, I can do Thornlet, that's it. Alright. Kijikun is the only other person who can get to 255 without being an imp. And it's a lot easier for Kijikun. Let's go ahead and with the red cap for no reason. I guess because of that, I'll put the Genji helmet on you. And let's get the rainbow brush. You've got the cat hood. That's fine. Okay. And relic-wise, get back to my economizers. What else did I have on you? I think I had a ribbon. I also ended up with a lot of ribbons. 20 ribbons, because you steal those from Brachiosaurs. So I ended up stealing a lot of those. And for you, get back onto the hero ring and the... not the Atlas armlet. Hyperist. Dragon Horn and Dragoon Boots. Where are you? There you are. And for you, Economizer. And just do the Memento Ring for now. So this was my original plan for breaking the game. This is going to be essentially what we end off the Let's Play with. Hitting the wrong button, of course, is always a classic way to end off the Let's Play. Alright, now I do need to save. And just in case, I'm also going to save state. I thought about going and refighting Kefka with, like, a ridiculous party like Cast Iron, but that was going to take a while to get through and everything like that, so I decided not to do that. Okay, so here we go, Bleary and Crawlies. And go ahead and leap. We'll pick you up again in a moment. Alright, let's see, Sandray and Arenid. Hold off on you. I guess we'll go ahead and dance with Wind Song. Get a sun bath. It's not what I wanted. I guess I'll just fight. Don't just sunbath, dang it. Alright, you can fight. Wait until Nancy's full up again. Wind Slash, there we go. Nope, he didn't come back. Alright. Oh, goody, I got a tonic. Yummy, yummy tonic. Alright, let's just speed things up. I guess it's not technically speeding up. I should probably do a lower level spell. Nope. So Solaron can only return if there's an empty, if the 6th enemy slot is empty. Just because you see 3 enemies doesn't necessarily mean that one of those is not in the 6th enemy spot, though. And I do not know specifically which of these work like that and which ones don't. Let's go with... You know what? Fire should do it. 13 damage. Oh, it's so good. There we go. He's back. Do it, do it, do it! Yes! And nothing happened. Okay. Alright, so there's actually a FAQ. I've only like glanced at it, I haven't looked at it in depth. There's a FAQ about this glitch that I am trying to get. Go ahead and leap again. This may take a little while, because I gotta futz around with this. Basically, the enemy formation determines what happens with this glitch. And there's a lot of variations in this glitch. But we shall see how it goes. There we go. Nope. Alrighty. Might be worth, like, reloading so that I get a new order here. But we are progressing through the groupings, so that helps. But the first time that I got this, I had not heard anything about it. Let's just go ahead and fight you. Kijikun's now wearing shades, just lifted up on the forehead. It's kind of weird how, like, the shades clearly show both lenses, and yet every single character sprite in this game is complete profile. Like, they're designed for the earlier game child sprites. I don't know why they didn't keep that around for, like, Nancy. Nope. Let's just go with Bolt. I don't know what you're weak to. Oh, well, apparently not that. How about fire? Will that do? Game, just play nice. There we go. Nope. You'll know when it works, if you haven't seen this happen before. Alright, I am actually going to reset the game so that I can trigger a new pack. Because I saved when I was here on the Veldt, so it's fine. And that's the thing, you just basically reset the game, load up. No, definitely not. This is way too early. I think I need a later grouping. Like, I don't know that for sure, but I don't remember what enemies I was fighting back in the day when this happened, but I do know that it's based on the enemy grouping. This one might be far enough down. Let's go ahead and leap. Actually, it's probably worth saving here, so that we'll randomly get him back. It's probably a better idea. Should make it a little bit easier. Slam dancers. Or one slam dancer. Just fight. So I'm not jumping with Kijikun. There we go. Oh, shoot. One wrong. There we go. No! No! You're too fast! Kijikun's like, no! I refuse to accept this reality. Alright, well, we'll, crawlers. Well, no, actually, crawlers are late-ish. Let's go ahead and leap. You, feeler. Dang it, I'm gonna have to cure that poison now. Rude. Not that it did any damage, but still. Rude. Make sure that you're up. Alright. Let's just go with Fire 3. That should kill everyone. Do it, do it, do it! It didn't bug out. Dang it! Alright. Let's just reset the game then. I remember looking at the ad copy that they put out for this game, because it used the same Final Fantasy II logo with the sword as the T. Or, you know, I mean, it looked similar enough. And I looked at it, and I realized not only was it using, like, the same design, it was literally the same image with an added 3 on it. I mean, an added Roman numeral 1. Come on, sketch him. No bugs. I have had this bug out multiple times. It can happen with regular enemies. The sketch is pretty buggy. It's just not playing nice right now. But yeah, if you can find a scan of like a magazine ad, look at the Final Fantasy III logo with the Moogle standing next to it, you'll notice that the first 2 Roman numeral 1s are slightly different from the third one, because they're actually joined, and the third one is just added on, tacked on afterwards, after it. That amused me as a child. Geckorex and Reach Frog. That might be, Don't tongue. No. Ew, yuck, yuck. Gross. Wait, seriously? Now that is just rude. Haven't actually seen petrification that much in this. I've seen it a heck of a lot more in my off-screening than... Alright, you know what? You guys are just gonna die now. That's all there is to it. Just burn. Okay, and Solaron decided not to come back, which probably means that one of those slots or one of those enemies was in the 6th enemy slot. There's some gloom shells. These were on the Thamasa Island. I had to go find them afterwards. Okay. Still no Solaron. Solaron. Look, game. Would you play nice? I just want to show off a bug. Is that so much to ask for? I'm just gonna meteor now. I'm gonna make sure that I kill you guys. It's non-elemental. Oh, come on. I mean, there is also... It's not guaranteed that he'll show up, but... It only works if there's no enemy in the 6th slot. Which is most of them, but... Oh, and it's definitely not going to happen now. I should have equipped someone with the back guard. Well, we can just jump. We can just actually no, let's hold off. I will let Kijikun come down and see what we get out of that. I guess I can sketch you. We might actually get the bug here. Very nice. Oh, 4 hits. Very nice. Didn't get a chance to sketch, though. Suppose I could equip someone's back guard, but meh. He's not going to come this way, either. Just get meteored. Solaron, I just want you to return. On the upside, we're getting into the higher or the later enemy groupings, which I don't know for sure, but I just suspect that they are more likely to trigger the glitch. That said, this is a pretty early group, and jumping is not the best idea. I'm going to have to let him come down. Wow, they must have pretty good defense. Oh, come on, game. How long has it been? You know what? Screw it. I should reset if he doesn't come back on the first enemy group. All right, let's see if we can get this to go again. I'm gonna have to frame skip if this takes much longer. There we go. No, that's... this is... Well, actually, this might work out. Oh, hey, nice. Fire 3. So either we'll get another SR Behemoth, or we get the White Dragon. Just gonna go with Fire 3. There we go. Okay, he can't actually show up there. Alright. Maybe that, or, well, I don't know that he can't show up there, but he didn't, so. Actually, it would make sense that he can't show up there. But come on, game. How long have I been at this? Sorry it's taking so long. It's impossible to really set this up. Well, I mean, I suppose I could save state. I could have save stated and done something, but... let me actually make sure that you're on sketch. There we go. Come on, bug out. No bug. I don't think it's based on time, either. I just need a specific enemy grouping. Might be good enough. There we go, bugged out. Now the question is... Alright, nope. Unfortunately, this is one of the bad bugs. This does not allow us to finish it. But this is the kind of thing that happens. It screws up all the sprites and stuff like that. I think this may have been the origin of the you can resurrect Leo thing, because I'm pretty sure one of the sprites that you can get is Leo. But that it can be a pretty bad bug if you haven't saved in a while, which has happened a few times. Okay, it's possible that it has still bugged out. Let me check. No, I don't think it did. No. This is one reason why I was going to do it off screen. Like, show off the bug, how you get the bug. I don't think this is going to work with these guys, but I will try it. No. Like, I've had it happen before, but the thing is that if you're not prepared for it, it can screw up other things that you, like, in the ones that don't freeze your game. Come on, game. I really do not want to spend, like, dozens and dozens of minutes on this. There he is. He's back. I don't think that's going to do it. No. So it is the infamous sketch bug. This is why I was playing this version of the game, because I was gonna get this. It is game-breaking when it works the way that you want it to, and that is an interesting group. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna help much. I think you're still gonna die. Might work better the more enemies there are. Like, that's the kind of an impression that I got. But you should still get some bugginess, which is what I'm looking for. Yeah, sorry it's taking so long. But... And it's definitely not gonna work with this, so just sketch, just jump, and just... Ultimate. Stay on. There we go. Oh, dang it. It's too fast. So I don't know what determines the amount of time before, There we go. We got it, but I think this is going to be a bad... I think this is going to be a bad one. Yeah, you can see that nothing's happening. It has locked up there. So someone has completely documented exactly what the results of all of these are, and we did not get what we wanted. All right, this might be a good one. It's pretty interesting to look through. Come on, sketch. Do it. Alright. No. Because it's based specifically on the enemy formations. And I don't think it's specifically with sketching. Well, that's not gonna work. I mean, I think you can sketch other things. We're definitely not going to get him back with this group. And we're definitely not going to get him with this group. Alright, 3 balloons might do it. It will. Come on, sketch. There we go. Alright, so we got one working. You can see Ellie's there, Eagle Claw's there. I don't know what the hell happened to Solaron. But what has happened to our items, if anything? If... Oh, don't tell me... there we go. No, there we go. Alright. I have lots of sword breakers. So this actually means that there's 256, I believe? Or maybe it's 100. I can't remember. Unfortunately, this is replacing items, so items that were in those slots are gone now. We got a lot of Dirks. Lots and lots of Dirks. And this does not appear to be the good one that I wanted. I got a lot of antidotes. But yeah, there's a lot of Dirks. Lots and lots of Dirks. I have 12 scimitars. So that's one of the things that you get out of this. Lots of flame sabers. So this is, like, when I first played the game, I had just, like, multiple people with Genji-gloved scimitars. It was pretty great. Oh, wow, I have unlimited, or not unlimited, but a ton of Magus rods. Lots of rainbow brooches. What else? I ended up with lots of dice. Lots of power sashes, lots of auto crossbows. This is one of the things that you get, though, is tons and tons of gem boxes. I think one of the ones can give you lots of offerings, but just tons of gem boxes is incredibly overpowered on its own. But these are replacing other things, so you might have missed out on things. And this was the other thing, is 43 economizers. So I had it was just like, everyone was economizer and gem boxing, just X-Magic Ultima through the end of the game. I wasn't necessarily going to do quite that, but I was looking forward to having the dual-wielding scimitars on a whole bunch of people, slicing enemies up. Because, to a certain extent, with the offering, and especially the Genji Glove and 2 scimitars, that's 8 chances at 25% to instantly kill anything that can be instantly killed. Incredibly powerful. It's pretty likely that you're going to get that, while also doing a considerable amount of damage. But finally got to show off the bug. And like I said, this was how I was going to break the game before I learned that you could break the game without a glitch. So, at this level, I'm pretty sure that all of these would be doing a massive amount of damage with throw. Otherwise, you could just sell them for, you know, almost unlimited cash. But these did replace items. I do not know what they've replaced. I'd have to, like, look through and see what we ended up not having. And some of those things might have been really good. I don't know offhand. I'm not seeing anything. Nothing is jumping out at me. Okay, well, the gambler stuff. We lost a lot of gambler stuff, including the fixed dice. So that's one of the things that we lost. So that's the thing that is like, if you're gonna intentionally go for this, you want to sell off anything that can be purchased again, or you want to equip anything that you cannot get another way to the maximum extent that you can. And then just kind of hope. You know, if it overwrites circlets, it doesn't matter, you can go buy more. To a certain extent, if it overwrites, like, Genji armor, you can go get more of those pretty easily, too. But all the gambler stuff, or, well, not all of the gambler stuff, but especially, like, the fixed dice, you can't get that on any other way. You would want to have equipped that on Kylux to make sure that you didn't lose out on that. And I think this first block tends to be fairly immune to the effects. So, you know, putting the important stuff down here is also one way to do it, and then putting, you know, I mean, like, you can buy more tonics, dried meat, and tinctures and stuff like that down here, and you'll be okay. But, yeah, so that was my original plan. Turned out I didn't need to do it, but it still would have been pretty fun. But that is the, that is a successful, Gao sketch glitch. So I'm glad I was finally able to show it. It only took me like 20 minutes. But yeah, like, I had that happen back in the day, unintentionally. I don't know if I ever had the game freeze up on me like we saw twice. I'm sure I had to have had that happen, but yeah. So if you want to look at the list, I think the FAQ is on GameFAQs, and they actually do list out the precise types of enemy encounters that you can get those in, how many of the Dirks you get, how many of all the other things you get, and stuff like that, and which positions they go into. So if you look through all that and you say, I want that result there, then you just move your items around, go into the you know, keep fighting on the Veld until you get the thing that you want, and boom, you know, there you go. But thank you for watching this very long bonus episode of Final Fantasy VI, And when we come back in tomorrow, we'll have a new Let's Play entirely. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.